Evening, my dear brothers and sisters, and advance happy fiesta po sa inyong lahat sa parokya ni Saint Benedict, no? Pakibati po ang inyong mga katabi ng good evening, no? Ganun din po sa likuran, baliin niyo po din yan good evening. I don't know if you would agree with me. Hindi ko alam kung mag-agree kayo sa akin. Pero may mga sugat na hindi nakikita, di ba? There are wounds that are invisible. Alam natin yan. May mga sugat na hindi nakikita, no? Ito yung mga sugat o mga sakit na walang dugo, walang mark o walang tilat o peklat sa balat. Ngunit mas malalim pa ang sugat nito sa ating mga puso at sa ating kalooban at sa ating kaluluwa. Diba? There are wounds that the eye cannot see. At madalas natin itong tinatago. That sometimes in life we are pretending that we are okay, but deep inside we are wounded that we are not okay. Diba? Pretending tayo. And sometimes we're pretending as a strong person, but deep inside, madalas na pinapakita natin, very smiling face tayo, but deep inside, our heart is tiring slowly, dahan-dahan, pagod na pala yung kalooban natin. Ito yung madalas nating tinatago sa kapwa natin, na hindi din natin sila ma-blame, na madalas na hindi din ito napapansin ng ating mga kapatid, ng ating pamilya. Because sometimes, my dear brothers and sisters, again, we are pretending na okay tayo, but deep inside, we are not okay. Kaya nga sabi ko kanina, may mga sugat na hindi nakikita, invisible wounds, no? Yung mga unseen battles natin, mga silent battles natin in life, di ba? Siguro yung the person next to you ay patawa-tawa lang yan. Pero bago yan pumunta dito sa banal na misa, marami yung mga pinagdaanan siguro, no? Siguro yung the person next to you ay, yan, patawa-tawa lang yan. Ang ganda ng tamis ng tawa niyan, di ba? Pero hindi mo nakikita yung sugat niya. Ha? Kaya nga, ulitin ko sa inyo, I hope you would agree with me na may mga sugat na hindi natin nakikita. Maybe, di ba? May mga kanya-kanyang wounds tayo sa buhay. May mga kanya-kanyang sugat tayo sa buhay. Maybe a wounds of rejection. Maybe you're a victim of wounds of broken relationship. Wounds from the past na hindi na tayo ngayon, hindi tayo nakakalaya dahil sa ating mga sugat sa nakaraan. No? Mga silent battles natin sa buhay. At yan, ulitin ko, hindi yan napapansin ng ating kapwa, ng ating kapatid. Pero alam niyo po ba sino yung nakapansin yan? Walang iba kundi ang ating Panginoong Hesukristo. Kaya nga maraming gustong-gusto ang ating Panginoong Hesus. Because Jesus does not only know how to read our hearts, but of course, He sees our wounds. Di ba? Kasi ayaw ng Diyos na maging pretending tayo. Pretend tayo na okay ba? Di ba? Because God knows our hearts. God read our hearts. And even He sees our wounds. Even that your silent battles in life. Hindi yan napapansin ng kapwa mo dahil may mga sugat na hindi nakikita. Pero ang nakakapansin po niyan ay ang ating Panginoong Hesukristo. Kaya maraming nagsisimba. Kaya maraming pumupunta sa Adoration Chapel. Kaya maraming nagpipilgrimage. Di ba? Kasi iniimbitahan ng ating Panginoong Hesukristo na if you are not okay, well, yan, napansin ng ating Panginoon yan. That is why the reason why Jesus appeared to His apostles, because they were wounded. In our gospel today, ito po kasi yung scenario na after the suffering and death of our Lord Jesus Christ, He appeared to His apostles several times. Why? For the reason na they were wounded. Diba? May sugat sila na napansin ng ating Panginoong Hesukristo. And the very reason also why Jesus allowed Thomas o invites Thomas to touch her wound. Di ba? At yan yung rason. Bakit yan ang napansin ng ating Panginoon? Why Jesus allowed Thomas to touch his wound? Because napansin ni Jesus ang sugat ni Tomas, na hindi ito napapansin ng kanyang kapwa mga alagad o apostoles ng ating Panginoon. But Jesus saw the wound of Thomas, the wound that no one else could see. Ang nakita ni Tomas ay yung sugat ni Jesus. Pero si Jesus may ibang nakita kay Tomas. Yung sugat na hindi napapansin, yung sugat na hindi nakikita. Maybe, for others, they only saw Thomas the doubter. Nag-aalinlangan, no? Na hindi naniwala. Pero for Jesus, but Jesus so much deeper. He saw the wound of Thomas, wound of grief, sapagkat paano na? Wala na ang aking Panginoon. Fear, tremble, hopeless, or even despair. Wound of sadness, wound of pain. Ulit, si Tomas, nakita niya yung sugat ni Jesus, the physical wound. Diba? That is why he allowed Thomas to touch his wound. But Jesus sees the wound of Thomas, not a physical wound, pero yung wound na hindi napapansin at nakikita. Maybe this wound, again, is the form of grief. It's the form of fear, tremble, hopeless, despair, sadness experience, painful experience, problema. Paano na kaya ito? Wala na si Jesus. Matay na. Kung nagpapakita man, hindi araw-araw, no? Ano lang, di ba? Minsan lang nagpapakita. So a lot of question itong kay Tomas. Kaya yan yung napansin ng ating Panginoon. That is why He allowed Thomas again to touch his wound. Because to touch the wound of Jesus, parang sinasabi niya, Thomas, you're wounded. You need healing and consolation. In our life, we are like Thomas. We have our own wounds. Ba? May mga kanya-kanya tayong mga sugat sa buhay na ulit hindi ito napapansin ng mga kapatid natin. Pero napapansin ito ng ating Panginoon. And the question, my dear brothers and sisters, what to do with our wounds? No? Anong gagawin natin? I-entertain ba natin? Hahayaan ba natin? Dadalhin ba natin yan forever and ever, yung mga sugat natin? No? Yung mga wounded heart natin, wounded mind natin, wounded fast natin? What to do with our wounds? First, do not hide your wounds. No? Huwag yung itago. Kasi ayaw ni Jesus na pretending tayo. Ayaw ng Panginoon na as if we are strong, but deep inside we are wounded. But deep inside parang sinaksak na tayo. But deep inside, di ba? Plastic lang yung pagtawa natin. Plastic lang yung pagngiti natin. Pero dito, no? Kaya nga ako, I believe that sometimes it is good to begin your prayer that, Lord, I am not okay. Lord, hindi ako okay ngayon. Araw na ito. Ang daming nangyari for the past days, for the past months. Failure yung negosyo ko. Ano pa ba? Yung relationship ko sa family. Hindi ako marunong magpatawad. At ito nakakadagdag sa sama ng loob ko. Nakakadagdag ng bigat sa loob ko. I am here with humility. I am not okay. I'm wounded. Just like Thomas. I hope mapansin mo ang aking sugat ng aking damdamin. No? Sometimes, my dear brothers and sisters, it is good to begin our prayer to say to the Lord and utter to the Lord that we are not okay. Because again, Jesus, ayaw niya, doesn't want that we are pretending that we are okay, but deep inside, we are wounded. Diba? And allow Jesus, just like Thomas, allow Jesus to touch our wounds. Diba? Do not hide your wounds. Bring it to Jesus. to your prayer life. Sabihin mo ito sa Panginoon that you're not okay. And after that, just like in our gospel scenario, allow Jesus to touch your wound. Every one of us here, we need healing and consolation. Lahat po tayo dito, gusto natin gumaling sa ating mga sugat na nararamdaman kung ano man yan. Pero napansin po yan ng ating Panginoon. Bring it to prayer. Say it to Jesus that you are not okay. Na I hope ang Panginoon babago, no? Sa paglabas mo dito sa simbahan, at the end of this Mass, I hope maibsan man lang ang sugat ng iyong damdamin. Again, my dear brothers and sisters, the grace that we ask in this Holy Mass is healing and consolation. Paano natin yan ibibigay sa atin yan ng Diyos? Is to allow the Lord to touch our own wounds.